Welcome to Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. You are watching the third episode of Season 2 of the Diamond Commander League. In addition to awesome high-power EDH gameplay, the players have the ability to earn Highlander points or HP by winning games and accomplishing achievements. Let's check out our players, their commanders, and strategies for today's games. We have Jordan playing Aesi, Tyrant of the Gyre Strait. He is playing a Simic Lands Matter deck where he plays lands to get extra value by drawing cards, creating creatures, and eventually creating an abstractly large Finale of Devastation or infinite mana combo, making his opponents draw themselves out. I feel bad for Tatiova these days, but hey, gaining life is cool. His starting hand includes Llanowar Elves, Simic Signet, 3 Visits, Tireless Tracker, Wood Elves, Ancient Tomb, and Misty Rainforest. We have Carlos playing Yasova Dragonclaw. This is a persist combo deck with an Act of Treason style backup plan. Yasova and friends will take the best creatures, send them back from whence they came, and then sacrifice them before the turn is over. Eventually, all the pieces will be assembled for the persist combo to close out the game. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. His starting hand includes Birds of Paradise, Skullclamp, Harrow, Command Tower, Hinterland Harbor, Steam Vents, and a Forest. We have Ben playing Rhys the Redeemed. This deck is all about the token. Ben will use the best token makers, double them a few times, pump them up, and then swarm in with huge squirrels for the win. This deck is what Emrakul's Nightmares are made of. His starting hand includes Skullclamp, Worldly Tutor, Cryptolith Rite, Canopy Vista, and Oran Reef, the Vastwood, with Court of Calling and Akroma's Memorial mulligan to the bottom. We have Dylan playing Phelddigrif. You might think that this is some type of group hug deck, but you would be wrong. Dead wrong. This purple hippo is all about the combo. He has a number of ways to make infinite mana and then use Phelddigrif's gifts to bury his opponents alive. You'll actually want to look this gift Phelddigrif in the mouth. His starting hand includes Birds of Paradise, Mystic Remora, Oko Thief of Crowns, Lighted Woodlands, Evolving Wilds, and a Forest with a Forest mulligan to the bottom. If you'd like to see more of our videos, let us know by liking and subscribing to our channel. You won't regret it. With that, let's play!
We will start off with a Misty Rainforest, crack it for a breeding pool, and play a Llanowar Elves.
Did you draw a card?
I most certainly did, and then I'm just going to pass to you, Mr. Carlos.
Alrighty. Draw for turn. Command Tower, and we'll tap it for a Birds of Paradise, and I'll be done.
So I'm going to draw for turn, and then I'm going to play a Canopy Vista tapped, and then I will pass.
Draw for turn, Forest into a Birds of Paradise, and pass.
Draw for me. Ancient Tomb. Tap 2. Play a Simic Signet. And we are going to cast 3 Visits. I will go search my library for a Forest card and put it onto the battlefield. Because why not? I will attack Ben for 1.
I'll take it.
And that will be my turn.
Draw a card. I'm going to put a Forest into play, and then I'm going to Harrow, and I'll sack the Forest in an island. I will then play Wall of Roots, put a -0/-1 counter on my wall for a Skullclamp, and then I will be done.
Draw for turn. Play Oran Reef with the Vastwood. Comes in tapped. I will pass my turn.
Draw, play an island, and Mystic Remora. Pass turn there.
Oh. I'm going to tap out. I'm going to cast my commander. I have no additional land drops, so I have to pass the turn.
Is that third turn?
That is third turn.
Oh. Draw for turn. Play the Steam Vents this turn. Take the 2. Play River Kelpie. Pay 1 and equip the River Kelpie with Skullclamp. I will pass the turn.
Tap for green and cast Worldly Tutor.
You had something.
And I will draw off of that.
I'm going to reveal a Priest of Titania. This goes on top. Draw for turn. Play Mutavault as my land for turn. For Priest of Titania. Tap green to cast my commander. Pass my turn.
On tap, upkeep, I'll pay, and draw. Play a Forest. I'm going to play Oko, Thief of Crowns.
Nice.
And I'll +1. That's too good. For sure. That's my turn.
So I'm going to cast Tireless Tracker. Tap for 3, and I'm going to cast Wood Elves. I'm going to go and find myself a Forest. That's going to trigger, and I'm going to get myself a token. Land for turn. Trigger the second token, and I'll tap these 2, and I will cast myself a Walking Atlas. And then Mr. Elk is going to hit Oko. And that will be my turn.
Draw a card, play a Hinterland Harbor. All right, well, you have to give me until your next turn not elking this.
No, that's a terrible deal.
For me or for him?
Oh, for me.
Oh. Let me take a step back here. Let's first cast Yasova. Then I will go to combat, trigger Yasova, and I will steal Priest of Titania. Okay, so I get a Priest of Titania with haste, do a minus on Wall of Roots, and send this River Kelpie at Jordan, 4-2.
I'll block with my, what else?
I will then go to second main, tap Priest of Titania, and get 3 mana, and then use one of them to clamp it with Skull Clamp. I'll draw 2, a 1 mana floating, plus a red from the command tower, and I'll play Impact Tremors.
I'll draw.
Yeah.
Off of fish.
And that's my turn.
I'm gonna untap, draw for turn, play a turn. Yep, I pass.
Upkeep. Just gonna let it go.
Oh.
And I'll draw. I will play land. And I will play Phelddigrif. I will +1 and Yasova.
Yep.
Make an elk. And I'll pass.
Draw. The Great Henge. So I'm going to lose 2 life to the Ancient Tomb, but then I'm going to gain the 2 life from the Great Henge. Cast my elf, and that's going to trigger and let me draw a card. Yeah, I'll trade with either Tireless Tracker or my elk for Oko.
I will block the Tireless Tracker and let Oko die.
Your turn.
Draw a card. I will clamp the Wall of Roots. It'll be too small and die. And we'll draw 2 cards. Cast Birthing Pod. Paying 3 plus Phyrexian mana there. I think I will equip Yasova with Skull Clamp. I will attack Ben for 4.
I will take it.
Second main, I will pay 2 life and tap Birthing Pod, paying 1, and I'll sacrifice the Yasova elk thing. She'll go to my command zone. I will then go get a creature that has 4 converted mana cost and draw 2, then search. I'm gonna get Renata. That's just her power, so she's a 4/3. And then I will play a forest for turn.
At the end of your turn, risk the redeem to make an 1/1 green and white elf token, and then I will tap Oran Reef to put a +1/+1 counter on every creature that entered the battlefield this turn. So that includes
Or
you
just yours.
as well.
All right, Renata. She usually doesn't get counters, but she's so happy right now.
I'm gonna draw for turn, a land for turn. I'm gonna play Cryptolith Right. All my creatures for any color. Pass the turn.
On your end step, I will give you a hippo.
Oh, excellent.
I will draw. I'll play a Blighted Woodland Sun Titan.
With him on the stack, I will Arcane Denial Sun Titan. You'll draw 2 on Jordan's turn,
Cool.
and I'll draw 1.
I'll pass.
Draw.
I will draw
Dude,
1
A for effort.
card.
I'm going to cast a Lotus Cobra. I'll draw a card. Tap the Great Henge. I'll gain 2 life. Wasteland. And we will cast an Eternal Witness. So this will enter in with a counter. I will target my Misty Rainforest, and I'll draw a card from Eternal Witness. Land for turn. I'll trigger Lotus Cobra. I will get myself a green mana. I will crack Misty Rainforest. I'll go get an island. Once again, make a green mana, and I'll crack a clue. Guys, I'm digging as hard as I can. Breeding Pool, Ancient Tomb, I'll lose 2, and I'll cast Cultivate. Courser of True Fix, I will get a counter. So I will reveal Oko.
Oh, you got it!
So close.
And yet so far,
That was impressive though.
yeah, I already played my land for turn. Guys, that Oko would have really helped.
Either one of ours.
I'm anti-Oko this
Mine
game.
too.
Activate Walking Atlas to put in a snow-covered island, which I'll float a green and cast Expedition Map. That should meet the requirements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice.
Alright guys, I did everything I could. I have to
All
pass. Let's see if we're
Let's
dead.
see what happens.
Draw for turn. Let's go ahead and Pod Renata. I'll take 2. So I get Thermopod into play. It says it's no mana, and I can give it haste. I can sack a creature for red mana. A 4 for Master Biomancer. which is one of the pieces.
He's casting that. That's on the stack.
Yeah,
I have no mana.
Nothing.
that's it.
GG.
Although the combo takes 4 cards, it's an overall pretty resilient combo, with many of the pieces being good on their own. Also, Oko's second ability really should have been a minus. For Game 2, Carlos' starting hand includes Rampant Growth, Eternal Witness, Reigns of Power, Echo of Aeons, Scalding Tarn, and an Island, with Mob Rule mulligan to the bottom. Ben's starting hand includes Beastmaster Ascension, Deep Forest Hermit, Austere Command, Gaia's Cradle, Swarmyard, Windswept Heath, and Wooded Bastion. Jordan's starting hand includes Garruk Wildspeaker, Dig Through Time, Scalding Tarn, 2 snow-covered islands, and a snow-covered forest, with Scapeshift mulligan to the bottom. Dylan's starting hand includes Sterling Grove, Faebro Elder, Riot Control, Insidious Will, Grand Colosseum, a Plains, and a Forest. Let's jump into it. I'll draw for turn. I will play a Scalding Tarn. I will sacrifice it and get a green-red land. So I'll be done after that.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play Windswept Heath for turn. I'm going to crack it for a Temple Garden, which I will shock in. Tap to cast my commander, and then I'll pass the turn.
Draw. Scalding Tarn. I'll crack it for a breeding pool and then pass the turn.
Draw. I'll just play a forest and pass.
Draw for turn. I'll play an island for turn. Cast Rampant Growth. I will get a forest and I'll be done.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to play a Wooded Barn. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Play an island and pass the turn as well.
I will draw. I will play a Plains, throw out Sterling Grove. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Wooded Foothills. Crack it. 36 after I shock this Steam Vents in. I will cast Yasova. And pass turn.
Draw for turn. Play a Gavany Township.
Pass. I will draw. And I will cast a Hinterland Harbor. Go ahead.
Draw. I will play a forest, play a Faebro Elder, and pass.
Draw for my turn. Ben, I'm attacking you for 4.
Okay, I'll take it.
I will then second main cast Eternal Witness to get land back. It'll just be a Wooded Foothills. I'll crack it. I will get a land and be done.
End of your turn, I'm going to tap 3 and Rhys to make a Elf Warrior, and then I will untap, draw for turn.
Did he just play a Cradle?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Smothering Tide. Go ahead and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. I will not pay 2.
You just cast Garruk.
Yeah, and I'm going to down take and make a 3/3 beast. And that's all I can do. Pass.
Draw. I am just going to play a Grand Colosseum tapped, and then I will play Farseek, basic island.
All about the basics,
And then I think I'll just pass.
All right, draw for turn. Play the Great Henge. 4 power Yasova, and then 5 other mana. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to tap a green and use 2 treasures, and then tap a commander for another Elf Warrior.
How much
Draw
is
for turn. Play a land for turn, and I'm going to cast Deep Forest Hermit. Comes with 3 vanishing tokens. Use the battlefield, create 4 green squirrel creature tokens. Squirrel I control get +1/+1. Oh, my beautiful squirrels. Here we go. I'm going to tap my Cradle for 8. I'm going to use 5 of it to cast Green Sun Zenith, so X will be 4. Has to be a green card. Elvish Archdruid. Green Sun Zenith, shuffle back in. Use that 3 mana to cast Beastmaster Ascension, and then pass the turn.
Draw. I did a command tower, cast Nissa, untap these 2, float 3 green and a blue, and then I will uptick Nissa, make this into a 3/3 forest, tap it, and cast Aesi. My second land for turn. Trigger. We'll go ahead and crack that. I will lose 1 life on my card, and then I'll just pass since I've already done my 2 land drops.
Come on, Dylan.
Draw.
You're not paying 2 for that, right?
No.
So
Play
I'll get
a
another.
Plains from Grand Colosseum,
Look at those holy divine lands that he's using over there.
and I'll just pass.
Draw for turn. Do 1, 2, 3. Cast Eldritch Evolution, attacking the Eternal Witness. So I'll just get River Kelty. That will be my turn. On your upkeep, cast Reigns of Power.
Then, by counter Reigns of Power, are you able to kill them 2 and not me?
Probably, yeah.
Like, as in you won't attack me?
I won't attack you this turn.
Okay, cool. I'll Insidious Will.
Play a land for turn. Swarmyard. I'm going to go to attack phase. I'm going to swing. Oh, Beastmaster Ascension is live. So they all are going to get +5/+5. I'm going to swing them all at Carlos.
I will block 2 of them.
Great Henge is going to let you persist the guy back, and you get to put a +1/+1 on it and draw a card.
Tap my elf Elfish Archdruid to create 4. Then I'll play 5th mana, and I'm going to play Doubling Season. I will pass the turn.
Tap draw. And I will cast Anissa. Basswood Seer. She will enter the battlefield, and I will search my library for a forest. I get to put that into my hand, and for my first land of the turn, I will play Field of the Dead. I only have 6, but that is the 7th one, which will transform Nissa. I will pluck her. So reveal the top card of my library. If it is a land, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. I will draw.
So I missed the first one, but I'm going to get that one.
All right. I will play a forest for the turn, and I will get myself a 2/2 zombie, and I will draw.
Treasure.
I will cast myself a Llanowar Elf and a Soul Ring. I will then use Garruk, untap this forest and this breeding pool. I will cast Dig Through Time. I will get these 2, and the rest of these will go underneath the bottom of my library. I will untap this forest, make it a 3/3. I get myself a 2/2 zombie, and I'll just pass with a few creatures up.
On your end step, I'll sack the Sterling Growth and search for an enchantment, reveal it, and put it on top. I want Intruder Alarm. So that goes on top. I'll untap and I'll draw into it.
You going to pay for it?
No. So yeah, I'll play Intruder Alarm. And then
It's still probably your best move is to give them all to me and then kill them.
I'll do it once real quick to get just a white and a blue. And then I'll use this green and I'll cast Presence of Gong on Phelddigrif.
Okay, so now you have infinite elves and infinite of any color. Ben, so I got a hippo. All your creatures are untapped.
Yeah,
Ben. So in response to him tapping the Presence of Gone, you can tap
Right,
your
I can
creatures.
tap.
So you got to be aware of that, Dylan.
Yeah, interesting.
So he can
Okay,
also
so we'll
get
both-
infinite creatures and
Oh,
infinite
yeah.
mana. So because Ben's doubling his and then doubling it again every time because of doubling season and because of his commander. But every time he does that, you get those same amount of triggers for untapping your elf, which then you can tap in response. You all have infinite of whatever you're getting. We all just decide to stop at some number. And anytime something else happens, people can respond again with another infinite amount.
I'm just going to pass.
So, Dylan, you currently have infinite life as well?
No, he can give infinite life.
Ooh, the power.
Yeah.
Oh, the power.
You can give infinite life. I love it so much.
And I could let you draw all the cards.
Exactly. Let me draw a card here. I'll play a forest. So I'll play Fyndhorn Elves. Allows me to draw a card. I'm going to play Birthing Pod. I did cast it with the Great Henge. I'm paying the full cost. And then I will pay 1 to sack River Kelpie to that. So I get something that costs 6. Unfortunately, no pieces of the combo are at 6, but... And it is Conquering Masticore! I do draw from the Conquering Masticore coming into play.
So we get treasure.
I'm going to try and steal your Phelddigrif, and then I'm going to get infinite elves as well, just to be part of the cool kids.
I want to be part of the cool kids.
Just for the lulz, I'm going to attack you, Dylan, with your own hippo.
My own hippo. Oh my gosh.
You can just take 4 damage. Or just block with an elf. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to Farseek, and then I go get a land, and then I'll be done.
I will draw for turn. Tap my Elvish Archdruid. Infinite green mana. And then I'm going to use 2 of my treasures, and I'm going to cast Austere Command. I'm going to destroy all creatures with mana cost 4 or greater. I'm going to blow up all enchantments as well.
In response, I'm going to give Jordan infinite hippos.
If you want to throw a little bit of life my way, I wouldn't mind it. You know, maybe just like 10 life or
How much?
something. you
10
know?
life?
Yeah.
All right, 10
I
life.
mean,
your way.
I'll take a 3,000 life, but 10 life seems like I'm still
I'll
up the
give you,
game a little
I'll give you
bit.
10 life.
Okay, cool.
How many cards in hand, Carlos?
6.
6. And how many cards in hand, Jordan?
Also 6.
6 and 6. You each will draw 6 more cards. If you want.
I don't have any enchantments, but my River Kelpie will come back in, and I'll draw 2 more cards.
I'm going to play Divine Visitation. If one or more creature tokens would be created under my control, that many 4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. And I'm going to tap and give all myself a 1/1. I'm going to swing at Dylan.
Yes.
Whoa.
I will respond and play Riot Control.
Come on. Come on.
I gain how much life?
250,000 life.
I'll pass the turn.
Alright, let's see if I can't win this turn. Play Reclamation Sage. We're going to blow up the angel thing.
In response, I'm going to do my thing.
So you get 100,000 angels.
We'll cast Finale Devastation for 15. X is 13.
Right
My
now?
Karuk is at 4. I'm gonna ultimate him and give everything +3/+3 and trample. But my guys are still so much higher than him that even if he double blocks to prevent the damage, I'm still going through. My guys are getting +16/+16 and trample. So if he had 4/4/4 angels and I only have 2 hippos that are all going to be 17 power, even if he were to double block, it still wouldn't matter. At the beginning of the turn, we both had a finite amount. Even though he doubled it, I am increasing my power to such a point that it surpasses whatever his double was.
Dude, that was epic.
That's awesome.
But I think the way we need to look at it is how much power can I generate versus how much power can he generate.
Okay, wow. You don't see it in the video, but we went back and forth about how the infinite tokens worked for at least an hour. I think we got it mostly right, but if any of you know exactly what happens in this situation, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. If you'd like to support our channel so we can continue to make videos like this, you can like this video, subscribe to our channel, use our affiliate link on TCG Player when you're buying singles, or come join the Kingdom over at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.